Oh shit. What's good? It's your man Chris, aka Apocalypse. Hashtag HNIC. With that, you know what I'm saying? Repping the cocaine bear. You know what I'm saying? Had to switch it up. I know last 2 weeks as far as out of bounds live, rock the U of L, back to back. It's like, all right, I got to switch it up. Definitely feeling the cocaine bear. Or for any of our Latin viewers, all one of them, you know what I'm saying? Cocaína also. All right, cocaína also. So anyway, what's good, y'all? It's your man Chris, aka Apocalypse, back at it again when it comes to totally stepping out of bounds live, getting it in. Okay, had a few things on my mind, sports wise, of course. Had a couple conversations with some people, what I'm saying, bouncing a few things off each other and everything. Scribble some notes, try to get a little more, organized, as far as the topics we want to run through tonight. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, hope everyone had a really great Memorial Day. Uh, let's not forget though, with the cookouts and the fun and the kids and the fireworks. Let's not forget this is about the memorialization of military service for as men and women that have been lost in battle and carrying on their memory and their spirit. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on a second. Somebody trying to hop in the whip with me. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. One little second. Uh-oh.
What up, what up, what up?
Lord.
Your boy, the real KD back in the building, 2 stacks and 4 flex. Keep it all way 100 with you.
What is good with you, bro? How you doing?
Shit, I'm just sitting up here right now watching, they got a documentary on NBA TV with, the 2001 Philly team.
Oh, the team my Lakers beat 4-1 on the way to a title. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember game one. I know AI dropped like 40 plus, and they stole game one.
Yeah.
The Lakers got the gentleman sweep out of that. You know what I'm saying? AI definitely one of my favorite players to never win the title as far as the NBA goes. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want about his attitude or off-court issues or whatever. On the court, night after night, you know what I'm saying? AI put it all on the line. Particularly we talk about undersized guard and
Right.
and when I think about Barkley, Ewing, a couple other people, when I think about, oh man, players I was really a fan of and hate they didn't win the ring. Definitely, you know what I'm saying, my man AI, you know what I'm saying?
There's two things though that actually changed like the game of basketball as far as cultural wise.
Okay.
As far in the black culture.
Okay.
You got the Fab Five and Allen Iverson.
Oh yeah, you talking about cats bringing the hood to the league? Oh yeah, let's go. I mean, that could be a whole nother
Right.
show. That could be a whole nother show, bro. But real quick before we get into it, I was just sending out a Memorial Day shout out, hoping everybody had a good Memorial Day weekend. Trying to remind them, even with the barbecues and the, the cookouts and the kids and the fireworks and the fat booty aunt who always drinks a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Still, yeah, I remember
and
this about.
Dress be sagging.
Yeah, this is this is it. Y'all know the aunt we talking about, But as far as being kind of remembering, remembrance of our service men and women who have laid their lives down in the line of duty, saying to help protect this country. So let's not lose sight on what Memorial Day is really about. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
I got a couple of my friends. I got my best friend and one of my friends from high school. They served in the military.
right.
So
all right.
that's
Look,
big ups.
look, man. Real quick. Here's the rundown. All right, we're gonna dip into some more NBA. Now the finals are set. All right, took Miami a little longer than expected, and a lot of us, wanted to see. All right, but the finals are set. This is finals eve as far as Denver in Miami. Okay. Well, what
Right.
I really want to kind of touch into as far as NBA for a little bit is, all right, when you're talking about Boston, being on the wrong side of history, they try to make that last historic push. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they fall short. Um, you know, and I'm already thinking about off season. I'm thinking about off season. Uh, so let's take Boston for example. All
Right.
right, after they coach in carousel controversy with how you pronounce that brother eBay Uduka Uduka
Ime Udoka.
Ime Udoka, and his cheating ass. But who the fuck cheats on Neil Long? But anyway, the point of the matter is,
Right. Like,
with all that turmoil, promoting within, taking a chance on Joe Mazzulla, young cat. I think
he
he's
thought with the
actually
wrong head.
right. I think Mazzulla's the actual youngest
Yeah.
coach in the league. But the point of the matter is, you know,
Now
that was the move.
he's tied with the coach of Utah. Uh, uh. He's the same age as him.
Okay. Point being, you
Mm.
know, taking a chance on Joe Mazzulla, get into the conference finals again. Once again, Boston coming oh so close. Okay, you think about just a finals appearance last year. What
Right.
what 4 out of the 6 years they've had at least a conference finals appearance. Okay, but questions have to arise concerning the Boston Celtics. Uh, KD, I don't know uh, where you want to go with this first, as far as Boston's front office. What they're going to do in regards to retaining Joe Mazzulla. If you want to take that first, or if you want to get into Jaylen Brown's, $250 million supermax contract he's eligible for, we can get into
Actually,
that.
295, but
See it, 295, dang. So, but the point of the matter is, you know, as far as Boston and the offseason moves that they obviously need to make. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, take the wheel, man. Let the good people know. After falling short again, what Boston need to get done, or how do you feel they're gonna go about it?
first thing, if I'm sitting back and actually like looking at the players and looking at Boston,
Mm-hmm.
the number one player I'm getting ready to get rid of, I'm not getting ready to get. I mean, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum go cancel themselves out because you only gonna be able to keep one because you're not paying both of them $600 million between the two. I mean, come on now, let's put the money out there. You ain't gonna be able to pay them two and keep them. For one, for two, my number one player to get off his team is Marcus Smart.
All right, you want to elaborate on that?
And I'll tell you the reason why, because Marcus Smart is not a true point guard. You had two of the same players in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Two of the same player. You
Mm-hmm.
had to have a point guard that saying I say you need to, they need to have a point guard that averaged between 17, 18 points, give me 10 dimes.
Okay. Any names out there? Anybody you can think of?
They been talking about Dame Dollar, but
Ooh, I mean,
I
yeah.
can't I can't I can't see Dame Dollar moving from Portland to Boston, and not to mention Dame Dollar has this syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
and the syndrome is the Kevin Garnett syndrome,
What's the Kevin Garnett syndrome? I don't know what that is.
where you sit back and you be loyal to a team so much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. You sit back,
Yo,
what up, man?
what up?
What up?
But I heard the
Shoot.
Kevin Garnett syndrome. I'm listening.
Good. Go ahead, Katie.
Yeah. No, Dave Dollar got the Kevin Garnett syndrome because he wanted to be so loyal to Portland and the team that you can sit back and turn around and get out of there and when you a chip, bro.
Right.
Because it's gonna be if I can tell you right now, If Dame Dollar go on the free agent market, I would tell you right now, it'd be 25 teams that want to pick him up.
Okay. And for us Boston, man, being out of here and trying to figure out some off season moves they need to make. You know, the real KD says with Jaylen Brown's $295 million supermax coming up, you know, and then what you got to pay Tatum 2 years later or what?
No, it's next year. It's
Next year.
Next
Okay.
year.
The point is,
my
fault. Go ahead, KD. My fault. Go ahead.
Nah, Tatum Supermax is 318 next year.
Next year. So you got Jaylen Brown this summer.
This summer. And then you got Tatum. Yeah. And then you got Tatum 318 next summer.
Now, Double A, KD did the math real quick. You're talking about $600 million worth of contract between these two. All right. Can Boston afford that? You know, and are they willing to do that to keep these two together? You know what I'm saying? And what else is it gonna take for them to finally get over that hump? You know what I'm saying? When you talk about getting that chip.
I seen a viral post. It had Tatum begging the Celtics to keep Jaylen Brown and get, you know, basically saying fuck everybody else. We want Jaylen Brown. But my opinion, like he said, they gonna get rid of themselves. But between, I mean, shit, you know, Chris, I don't fuck with Al Horford either. But between Al Horford, old ass, and Marcus Smart,
right,
they need to rebuild. They don't need them, man. Them ain't valuable pieces. Marcus Smart, he let shit get to his head too fast, man. He sucks to me. I've been saying Marcus Smart.
I threw him out there as the number one name for that Boston needs to get rid of.
Yeah, right.
Because for the simple fact, he's not a true point guard.
No,
you got two players. You got two players of the same type of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. You got two players of the same type where you throw them in the start line together, they're gonna get you buckets. Right. They're gonna need that point guard that gets you 18 points, 10 assists.
Right.
You know, I'm feeling you on that whole true point guard. We talking about, you know, in addition to Boston going in next year. You know, that gives Brown and Tatum, particularly on opposite sides of the court, more opportunity to work off the ball. Okay, I think for the scorers and the playmakers that both of them, as far as they play scoring and playmaking ability, I'm sorry, that both of them possess, I still feel, you know what I'm saying, they handle the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying?
They do, yeah. So
when we talk about KD and Ant following up, if Boston can get we talk about roster shakeup, they can get a more traditional point guard, someone who can run that offense and facilitate. Let Tatum and Brown being able to work more off the ball, okay, and also, you know what I'm saying, both of them, they playmaking abilities. You're going to be able to get even more guys involved in your offense, okay? You still got a nice, solid young bench, okay? So, and Marcus Smart as a piece, not just as a piece. What's his salary? I should have looked that up. You know what I'm saying? Because
I've seen it. Marcus Smart makes $18.6 million.
Okay, I mean, he's solid on defense. Whether you like Marcus Smart or not, he's solid on defense. My issue with him goes all the way back to when he came out of Oklahoma State. You know, offensively, what the fuck is he? Okay, he's not really a three-point shooter. Okay.
You want me to tell you what Marcus Smart puts all his time?
Where?
Changing the fucking color of his hair, man. I feel like he spent most of his time.
Oh my God!
This motherfucker Marcus Smart come out looking like the motherfucking NBC Peacock. Really? Are you fucking serious?
For real. I mean, he do, bro. He changed it up. I mean, it's not even weekly. It's daily. For
Yeah.
real. You know what I'm
Came
saying?
out there with that all green. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Nigga, St. Patrick's Day bid was 2 months ago, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, fellas, real quick.
He got that diarrhea green hair.
All right, real quick. All right, fellas, real quick. As far as the numbers in this Boston situation, when you're talking about back-to-back Supermaxes that your 2 stars are eligible for, back-to-back seasons, okay? As far as the numbers in the math, $600 million payrolls what Boston will be looking at just for these 2 guys, okay? Is that feasible for the Celtics as an organization? Y'all go get it.
Hell no.
Mm-mm.
Tell me why.
Hell no.
Tell me why.
Go ahead, Ed.
You said hell no
because,
first.
I mean,
yeah, you said hell no first.
No, because I want to hear what Ed got to say about this.
Mm-hmm.
nah, I say, hold on, I'm getting something together. But nah, I say it's not afford. I mean, they can afford it, but that's not what they need. They need to get rid of one and try to build around that one with other players instead of putting all your money out on just them 2. Because as you can see, the league don't just revolve around guards.
Right.
You need bigs, and hands down, Al Horford did his time. I got to give him his respect. But y'all need a big.
Yeah.
That Robinson, I don't know, but they need a true big, man. And I feel like using your money on just Tatum and Brown, that ain't enough. That's not. I wouldn't do it because Brown. I like Tatum better than Brown, but they saying Brown might be one of the best in the league. I mean, I'm not Dr. Basil's, but I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they do complement each other's game well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get that true point guard running the show for Boston idea out of my head and letting these 2 guys work off the ball more. You know, anytime they get the ball, they're going to instantly command a double team. So when they're not being double teamed and still getting buckets, they're going to help facilitate even more so. You know what I mean? KD, from as far as the finances, you know, you open up the books and you said financially, is this feasible or not as far as Boston and keeping both of these guys on back-to-back max deals? I dare you to fucking go get it.
You know what? I'm ready to go get it because for one reason is the new CBA just came out.
Ooh, what they know about that new CBA? You want to drop that on them real quick, bro?
The new CBA calls for they trying to get out of the level of what Golden State is doing, and letting all the other teams come in and try to compete with them too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they don't want Golden State to keep on dominating. They want all the rest of the teams in the league to have a chance too.
Competitive balance, as the league calls it.
Right.
I mean, yeah, in a dream scenario, this motherfucker. Y'all see this shit? See, this is what I've been putting up with. Babysitting Robin's cat while she's out of town. But anyway, in a perfect situation, I know Boston as a front office would love to keep both these guys. All right, you know, both of them are equally. They're basically the 2 reasons Boston be getting so close. We can talk about these conference and NBA finals. You know, last 5-6 years. Okay, you ever talking about back-to-back Supermaxes, and KD has opened up the books, y'all. All right, the ledger's open. We're talking a $600 million payroll. All right. And when you talk about financially down the road, the possibility of that sinking your organization as far as being able to sign other guys. All right. Because now you're strapped for cash because you made a $600 million commitment to these 2 guys. You know, roster wise, these are two fellas you will want to be able to keep. And you want to dump some old dead weight and rebuild off these 2. I don't have a problem with that. All right. We are talking about the money. All right. As far as Boston and the major decisions they're going to have to face.
Million, what you going to have? Who else you going to attract?
Exactly.
Because there's another move they need to make too.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
they gotta re-sign Grant Williams.
Yeah, that's why I said Williams. Yeah.
And so what? That's gonna be a mid-level max. You talking what, 4 or 5 years? That's probably gonna be like another what, 90 to 95 million.
Hell no, I'm not giving them that much money.
Oh, the mid-level max. That's around the weight.
Uh,
Well,
uh, um, uh,
70.
I'm
Well,
giving-
maybe 75 to 80.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right. Boston's in a pickle front office wise. Like we're discussing, this is back-to-back super max contracts. This is the reality of the Boston front office. All right, over the next 2 summers. This summer, as far as dealing with Jaylen Brown, $298 million. Was it 295 million? I'm sorry. And then the following summer, next year, you know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum, straight up being on that light skin shit, and his 318.
Chico and El DeBar shit.
And his $318 million supermax contract he'll be eligible for. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, yo, real quick, as far as on some other, off-season stuff, NBA, and it's kind of weird. I'm staying in the Western Conference. Okay, so if Philly gets knocked, Embiid wins the MVP.
Right.
Philly gets knocked out the playoffs. They lose to Boston. James Harden turns down his 5th-year option. He just wants to get paid now, so he's going back to Houston. Obviously, he don't want to win. He just want to get paid.
He's going back to Houston?
Yeah, he's going back to Houston.
I mean,
what problem with that?
Yeah. And last but not least, when it comes to Philly and off-season things that we can toss around, they may need to get done. All right. Doc Rivers, fired again. Name your profession.
fuck Doc
I don't. Right.
I'm bad. Oh, no.
It's okay. But I don't know what to do with that. But no, for real. So like I said, Embiid wins the MVP. Then Philly loses to Boston. Okay, the conference semis. James Harden turns down his 5th-year option. He takes the money and run and go back to Houston. And last but not least, Doc Rivers, who, like I was trying to say before Ed eloquently chimed in with his Doc Rivers sentiment, pick your profession. Okay. I personally don't know anyone who's been fired more than Doc Rivers. Outside of myself, how's that? Outside of me, yours truly. I don't know anyone who's been fired more than Doc Rivers, okay? So with all that calamity going, he said me.
Yeah, but I mean, Doc Rivers.
And I might have you beat. That's only because I'm older than you.
Right.
But the point of that.
Right.
So with all that going on, do any of you guys have any clue on what Philly can maybe do in the offseason to try to?
They already hired their new coach.
I know. Let's get it.
Nick Nurse. And
Nick.
we already know he gonna drop the Nick, and drop the motherfucking Mike. I'm just saying.
See.
I'm just saying. Like, what the fuck? He's the only reason why he's the coach of Philly is because of Kawhi Leonard. Everybody knows this.
Right.
So, is this KD saying that an NBA championship coach like Nick Nurse shouldn't be the Philly new head coach? Is that what you're saying?
Hell no.
Well, why are you saying that? Let's go.
Because they should have went with Monty Williams. That's just my personal opinion.
Well, we all know how Monty Williams gets down. Y'all can go ahead and take his for a second.
Why you say Monty? Why you say Monty for?
Because remember when he coached at Phoenix,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he could never get DeAndre Ayton to his potential.
right.
He could have with Philly could have hired him. He could have with the Philly. You got to do that's already ready made.
Yeah,
At that potential, it's not even potential. You coaching the damn MVP. I mean, you go from Midnight Black to the MVP.
What did I miss? You know, I don't even
why,
want to know.
why it should be Monty Williams?
So Monty Williams should be the head coach of Philly instead of Nick Nurse, a guy that's already won a title as a coach.
That's a Kawhi Leonard title.
Okay, man.
just-
See, that's semantics. That's semantics, bro. That's semantics. Fine, the lucky bounce, he, ha, ha. The point of the matter is the man's got a championship on his resume. You know, and with the calamity in Philly, I mean, I'm not saying Nick Nurse is going to be the answer. What I'm saying is, with Doc Rivers being gone, James Harden now, they're going to have to rebuild that team roster-wise around Embiid again. Okay, so all that in consideration and having to come in and take on all that, I think it's a good idea to at least have not only an experienced coach like Nick Nurse, hey, the man did coach an NBA title team. You know, now, y'all keep talking about Monty Williams. Y'all know how I feel about Monty Williams. I mean, y'all know how I feel.
I already know where you're going there with this one.
About Monty Williams, okay? You know, if you need a history lesson, check out Shop Talk Derby run last year, okay? For his Monty Williams, man. And all right, shits and giggles, you know what I'm saying? Monty Williams did the Detroit job. You know what I'm saying? I just found that out, like, I don't know, about 4:30, 5 o'clock today.
Oh, because I heard that. So he found that he took the job.
Yeah, and boy, you talk about a reclamation project. I mean, you got a former first-round pick like Cade Cunningham, you know what I'm saying, coming off injury. You know, so you're hoping he's going to be healthy coming back next season. He's literally the only person I know by name on the roster. So...
Okay, you got. Let me see. You got.
Literally.
Okay, you got. I'm getting ready.
You gonna make up some shit?
No, I'm not. I'm dead ass serious. You got dude for Purdue, Jay Knight.
The people who play on Detroit don't know they play for Detroit. Like nobody knows their roster.
Yeah, he's alright, bro.
Who is he?
Jay Knighty's alright.
Okay.
Jay Knighty. Dude for Purdue.
I don't know. Andre Drummond, is he even still in the league?
Nah.
Andre Drummond, Mr. Drummond, different strokes. I don't fucking know, bro.
He was with Chicago last year.
Okay.
But now they got now Detroit got Jay Navy. They got that big dude from Memphis, Duran.
Okay.
They got him.
All right.
They got the one motherfucker that got into the fight with LeBron, Stewart.
Okay, fine. Detroit has a roster that is not very good. What's the point of that?
Hell no.
You know. Okay, here's what I'm saying. I'd rather be Nick Nurse going into Philly, and I got somebody like Embiid, okay, at least build off of. We talking about the roster. I don't know how Nurse in the front office is going to jive. Who knows? But as far as the roster, all right, yeah, at least you got something to build around when it comes to Joel Embiid. And he's coming off an MVP season, all right. Monty Williams with his ass. We talk about Detroit. Did Detroit even win 25 games this year?
No, they in the fucking lottery next.
Right. So. what I propose is just as far as taking a new coaching job. I definitely feel Nick Nurse is in better position right now than.
Okay, and I feel like this is a perfect time to butt in.
That guy.
This is a perfect time to butt in with what I've been feeling, man.
Dude.
I'm sick and motherfucking tired of the I ain't got a team, I got a favorite player. Then why
Here we go.
are you even talking, bro?
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm with you, bro.
Here we go. Like ants at the water park
this week, Chris.
Ants at the water park with the kids texting me about this shit still. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
We got to call these motherfuckers out and get them.
Get them, man.
I'm a LeBron fan. Oh, my second favorite player is Jason Tatum. Well, I like Leroy Brown. I don't give a fuck who you like. Listen.
Bruce Leroy.
You have no opinion to say so. Say anything to anybody if you don't even got a team. Like, you stay out of it. You one of them sucker motherfuckers. You really do got a team, but your team ain't did shit. So you gonna say you ain't got a team. You feel me? Like, man, I got into an argument with a dude. He was like, who gonna guard who? Who gonna guard Hemi buckets and this? I said, who's your team? Because 9 times out of 10, they ain't in it, obviously. And
right.
You know what this motherfucker tells me?
What's that?
My favorite player was Carmelo Anthony. Right now, I'm looking at KD. I said, oh, shit. He already handled y'all. He handled your favorite players, a.k.a. your favorite team. Never really won nothing all year. Never since you was born. This ain't first. I said, all right, it's the first time for everything, motherfucker. But
that's some I'm your favorite rapper type shit. Like,
right.
Nah, Kev, you know what I'm talking about, man. Them motherfuckers that be like, oh, I'm a LeBron fan, but I ain't got no team. Well, why are you even speaking? Like,
or they'll do one even better. They'll go for the team because the player's on there. How about that one?
Man,
like,
let me go get the wagon and carry you in this motherfucker, you damn wagon. You ain't...
Okay.
Let me get the body bag and tag them. Yeah. Sit the fuck down.
Okay, yo. Obviously, the fellas definitely have this have fake fandom on their mind. You know, you bandwagon. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? So you talk about NBA. All right. You know, Ant, Nuggets, me, Lakers, KD, Bucks fans. All right. College sports. We all support U of L. Okay. You know, Ant's got his squad. You're a fucking Jets fan. Bills Mafia, Super Bowl champ Chiefs. You know, we got teams, we got squads, and I think a lot of sports fans feel what y'all feeling and just don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? But they feel it. They probably work with motherfuckers like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a fake. I mean, like, yeah, okay. I got certain players I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Lakers fan as far as the NBA. Yeah, there's certain players I like. You know what I'm saying? If the Bucks are playing, I want to watch them. I want to see Giannis. You know what I'm saying? If Denver's playing, I want to watch them. I want to see the Joker. Okay? If Phoenix is playing, like it or not, I want to see KD. I want to see Book. You know what I'm saying? Yet, you know, I keep it in context in regards to when you talk about being a fan of whatever the sport it is. All right? And having a team, having a foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Once again, I'm always going to say sports is the single fucking greatest microcosm for life as a whole. All right.
Right.
And not being loyal, you know, not having a sense of integrity. You know what I'm saying? You look at somebody like Detroit Pistons fans, for fuck's sake. Since we just talked about it, those are fans, all right? Like,
right.
Y'all suck. Okay? Y'all suck so fucking bad. And yet, those are fans. All right? And the opposite of that, a lot of these fantasy league, a lot of you gambling junkie, y'all ain't a fan of shit. Okay?
Right.
Y'all don't believe in nothing, and y'all don't stand for shit. So, you know what I'm saying, with KD and Ant getting they railing in, and damn sure don't mind
I give one more statement.
What's that?
Before we get off this topic.
Okay.
Real fans don't gamble.
Mm. Well, didn't nobody tell that to Pete Rose, but anyway. So so speaking of baseball, KD,
What
I know you got some railing you need to get out of your system with regards to Cars Nation and
oh man,
another postseason failure for
man,
the Louisville baseball team, and is there a little friction between Dan McDonald and the AD and administration? You got something for us?
man. Whew. Okay. Because I dove into some stories. I was sitting at work,
Okay,
and you know how they come up on Facebook, with the stories of, Dan McDonald with the administration. He's having a battle with them because for the simple fact that Dan McDonald don't feel that the Louisville Boosters and the administration ain't supporting the baseball team.
whoa, whoa. I remember you was talking to me about that earlier this week, man, and I hopped on a couple of sites, man, and I found something really interesting on CBS Sports. They site today. It was actually a clip of Coach McDonald discussing roster management,
Yeah,
particularly in the
yeah.
transfer portal era. Okay, and how you can have guys working hard, and you know how it is. Your freshman year, then you make that leap from freshman to sophomore year, and you put all this work in to get better and better and better. And weighing that versus a kid who can instantly come in and help your program, okay, and where do you find a balance in, structuring your program and building these kids and coaching these kids up and spurring on their development versus kids from the transport portal who's already got playing experience, and then trying to figure out how you work that kid into your system because he's coming from a different system, and it was interesting. I found that clip. It's really interesting hearing your take on friction when you're talking about Coach McDonald and the athletic department. So please go ahead. Anything else you want to follow up on that, man, please take the reins, run with it, go get it, man.
Man, okay, I'm ready. I just ran down with Dan McDonald and the administration. This leads up to why Louisville baseball didn't make the tournament for a second year in a row.
Mm,
And this is one of the rules that I hate. That they need to get out of the ACC.
all right, what did you got?
Louisville, when they play the baseball tournament, the top 12 teams make it. Which they had to get rid of that when Louisville joined the ACC. They had to get rid of the top 12 and let everybody get in the tournament,
Okay.
no matter what your record is. So what happened really with Louisville baseball was early in the season, they had big time wins.
Right.
They said they could beat Texas A&M.
And then, but they peaked so early. It was like second week of
Yeah,
March. Second week of March, they were already ranked 10th, and then they just
you want to know why? It, it was injuries. Injuries killed them.
injuries will fuck up any good athletic run. We talk about the season.
Injuries killed Louisville, and
Yeah.
then they had certain series where they had to play against the number one team in baseball, Wake Forest. A lot of people don't even know that. Yeah, number one team is Wake Forest. Louisville had to play them in a 3-game series.
Right.
Lost 2 out of 3 to them. Then they was playing Miami.
Miami.
Miami's got a regional. Miami beat the brakes off of.
Mm.
Like, you getting all these conference losses, and you sit back and look at Louisville baseball actual record.
Mm-hmm.
It was a decent record,
Yeah.
but their conference record was horrible,
Right.
and that's what got them.
All right.
change my diet now.
I mean, me personally, man. I mean, me and you, Katie, we've been having this conversation since we met. So that's 2016. You know, they were in the super. They made the super regionals that year. All right. That UC, Santa, Cal, Barbara, Tech, Ivy, Dick fuck school they lost to. The point of that is, Grand Canyon, fucking antelopes. What's the fucking point of that
Grand
is?
fucking
The point of the matter is, it's like, all right, for a good chunk of this run, Louisville baseball, for its national spotlight, being competitive, boom. All right, and yet still haven't won a conference championship. Of course, still haven't won the NCAA title. All right. We talked about this on Shop Talk last year. You know, Coach McDonald himself. This might be where some of the friction from athletic department administrators are coming from. You know, he's 2 years into this like 6-7 year extension he just got.
Yeah.
You know, he is literally one of the highest paid D1 men baseball coaches in the country. Okay.
And he deserves this money.
Right. And the program feels for the money they pay him, they deserve a chip. So
I understand that too.
that's you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can get that cleared up, you know what I'm saying? I can definitely, whether it's Coach McDonald baseball or any other sport, you know, listen, people, you have to come to the realization of dealing with college sports in the transfer portal era, all right, and dealing with immediate roster shakeups, okay? Some kids feel disillusioned and kind of lazy, don't want to work hard, and this is an easy way for them to slip out. And you know, I like the concept of the transfer portal. I feel there needs to be a more solid foundation as far as regulating it. You know what I'm saying? Because these kids still need to be honoring their commitment to these schools. You know what I'm saying? What's the matter, kids? Y'all got commitment issues? You know, Katie, you got commitment issues? Go ahead.
No.
Can you transfer a portal out of a relationship?
I wish I could. I wish the fuck I could. Because I swear to God, I'd be like in this motherfucker. I'd be sitting back. She'll turn around. She done did some of her bullshit. Look, hey, I need a transfer portal out of this relationship.
Transfer portal, man.
I need a transfer portal. I need a transfer portal. I need a transfer portal away from your motherfucking ass. You're damn right.
Oh, my bad, man. Real quick, shout out to my man Derek Rose. Big D, I see y'all. All my homie, Big Bank Blake Hoagland, checking in on me, man. Checking in on with good people. Big Bank Blake, I see you. What's good? You know, Spence Crawford finally signed. Big Bank Blake.
Yes, sir.
You got to get at me if you got some action for me. On a little inside scoop as far as where I should lay it. Concerning these two cats, July 29th. You know what I'm saying? Get at me. But I'm glad you're watching and checking in. Big D, tell the homies and say what's up. All right, it's your brother, man, Roger. You know, Roger would have loved. Man, I'm telling you, he would have loved it, especially as a hooper. You know what I'm saying? He played football too. He played for Clemson. You know, he played with cats like Michael McCrary.
Right.
You know, so big ups, you know what I'm saying, to my man D checking us out, you know, and Big Bank Blake. I need some of that inside scoop.
I got a shout out too on my phone. I got Mikey J. Johnson. That's one of my boys I work with. Shout out, bro.
What's up, Mike and Jay? What's up? Appreciate it. Checking out the man, the real KD. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on a second. Real quick.
We got a break in the show. We'll be right back.
All right. So, well, waiting for my man KD to get back. You know what I'm saying? We ran through some NBA, and little peek into a couple of teams what they might need to be getting done on the off season. All right, might need to follow it up after the finals is over with. Maybe take a little look at the Western Conference to see what they need to get done. Oh man. Oh yeah. The man with the master
My
plan is
phone
back.
died. I had to go in the other room, man.
Nah, you good, bro. You good. All right, so on this last one, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I like I said, just mentioned it. And shouting out my man Blake Hoagland. All right, I just got the word last week. More than excited. You know, this is life as a boxing fan living in the MMA culture. Okay, KD, me, and you have been screaming for this fight for the good part of 5 fucking years, and after negotiations failing, and social media jabs, and just whatever your bullshit, it is finally going down July 29th in Vegas. So wish I could be there. All right, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, 147-pound welterweight. And not only that, you know what I'm saying, this is a unification bout. Someone is going to be walking out with all 4 championship belts, WBO, WBA, WBC, IBF, all right? Both these cats are undefeated. Both have been literally the toes of their class as far as that weight class. Good portion of 5, 6, 7 years now. You know, I've heard some naysayers in the back saying, you know, as far as the booking, finally too little too late, trying to make that Mayweather-Pacquiao comparison. I don't feel that. I feel these two guys are literally in their prime. And while it may be, you know what I'm saying, a year or two, you know what I'm saying, as far as later than what we wanted it, now more than ever, time is perfect. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, welterweight unification championship, man. It is all going down. Who wants to get a piece of that action first between you two fellas? Go get it.
I'm not even gonna say I can't even do too much talking on that subject. I mean, I know who those two cats are, but
right.
It's just gonna be something I gotta watch. You know, I'm gonna be streaming, man. I wish, like you said, I wish we was in Vegas. You know. Shout
out to the West Coast.
I gotta
anybody
go
catch this, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta go get Chunk, man.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But KD.
I'll get ready to go in on this one. I know.
You got to.
And I'm gonna tell you the reason why this fight didn't happen a year or two ago, just like you said, because of the promoters, and in boxing, the promoters has always been fucking up big ass fights that fans want to see. Yeah, like they said that, and one of the significant moments for me in boxing, you can already know where I'm ready to go at with this one. 1980, Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali.
Yup.
To put that man in that ring like that was I was like, the promoters would sit back and they promoted this shit. And they let this shit go on.
Yeah. And for years, man, afterwards, Larry Holmes, you know, he really spoke bad as far as like just the vibe of the billing of the fight. And
he didn't even want to fight him.
Nah, he really didn't. You know what I'm saying? But that's then. We here now. We got a fight that we want to see, that everybody wants to see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and line it up. Like I said, these two cream of the crop for that 147 welterweight class between the junior or the full welterweight class. All right, 4 belts on the line, both of them undefeated, both of them southpaws. I think it's real interesting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I've ever seen 2 left-handed fighters on such a big stage like this. You know what I'm saying? I would have to really go back. But anyway, man, I'm excited as fuck. All right. Man. This fight's a little overdue, yet right here, right now, as far as these two cats being at the top of their game.
When is the fight?
The fight is July 29th, and Showtime actually has scored the pay-per-view, Billy, for this fight. So Showtime's actually getting this fight via their pay-per-view, all right? That surprised me a little bit. Not saying Showtime hasn't ever had big fights, okay?
Right.
Yet when I think about Bud Crawford, Earl Spence Jr., welterweight unification title bout, July 29th in Vegas, and for Showtime, okay, to get it. Hey, cool with that, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes always they had the big fights though.
Right. And like I said, I love the matchup. I feel Crawford at that weight class between those two. I feel Crawford definitely, scores the edge in the power game. Okay, not saying Earl Spence doesn't have his fair share of knockouts. I think Spence. Go ahead.
But it's what I'm a dive in deeper into Earl Spence because he might be coming up on the point where, remember back, I think it was in 2021, he had a car accident.
Right.
And I'm still wondering if he's all the way back. Would he be all the way back like for this fight?
He's fought since then.
But he hasn't really fought like that though. Like he ain't had like constant matches, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I do understand and I do understand that the concern in that regard, You know what I'm saying? But you're smart, as far as the medical board, particularly Nevada. You know what I'm saying? I feel boxing, Nevada, particularly on a big fight, has the strictest medical board, all right? Because too many other things in Vegas loses money if this fight gets canceled. Okay? So from that aspect, So from that aspect, remind yourself the resources available. This is Nevada boxing. Their medical board does not fuck around. Okay, I legitimately feel that. Not saying your concern isn't valid, not dismissing your point, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just feel, Spence has had, I know, at least 2 fights since that car accident. And granted, they may not necessarily been top guys, top competition. Maybe that's your concern. Because this is not just anybody. This is Terrence Bud Crawford. He's going in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's a fair assessment. You know what I'm saying in that regard. But like I said, I think I definitely feel Terrence Crawford's got the power edge on these two. Not saying Earl Spence doesn't have his fair share of knockouts. I feel he's just one of those fighters that gets a lot of his power from his speed. To me, at that weight class, Bud Crawford definitely got some of that one-hitter quitter. Okay, particularly, as a left-handed fighter, so coming with that big right hook. I've seen him drop several guys with that, including Shine Porter just 2 years ago. 2019, 2019. Shine Porter was one of my favorite fighters going to that fight. You know what I'm saying?
I think was that the fight that he had on ESPN when he went back to his hometown? Okay, I remember that now. Okay,
and to me, Shine Porter. No, go ahead.
Yeah, it was 2019.
Right, and to me, definitely, Shine Porter. 2 guys I was high on that weight class at the time was Shine Porter and Katie, who was my other guy, Keith Thurman. Okay, at that welterweight 147 class, those were 2 guys I really love. Yet the way I seen Bud Crawford handle Shine Porter, okay, and I never had any doubts about Bud Crawford. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is the Shine Porter fight to me solidified him, in regards to
he beat the brakes off Shine Porter.
Right, and Earl Spence, no slouch. Okay, Earl Spence is actually the one that has 3 of the belts between WBA, WBC, and IBF. Okay, right. While Crawford only had the WBO, so Earl Spence has definitely put in a lot of work and a lot of big fights, securing those 3 championship belts at this 147 weight class. July 29th, okay, Vegas, Earl Spence Jr. turns Bud Crawford. Like I said, visually, to me, it's going to be something new as far as 2 premier fighters that are both southpaws, both lefties. So, jab with the right. You still see his back. You feel me? So,
Right.
but like I said, man, Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence Jr. I'm so happy this fight's finally going down. I definitely am got to find a way. Yes, we got to
Man.
find a way to get a piece of that action, not just watching the fight. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, see, here we go, bro. It's too early for the bullshit. Training camp ain't even has training camp even started?
Hey, all I'm gonna say is I've been there, man. That's all
Bro,
I'm
I'm gonna have to order I gotta hurry up and order this Bills jersey, man. Especially if I gotta deal with your bullshit this season, man.
I
Doing you
already
and
know.
Jack,
Hey,
man.
but
Well,
you
he made it to the next topic.
I mean,
Hey.
it's ridiculous. We just finished Memorial Day in NFL. You know, everybody in 100-day countdown and shit, man. I'm already seeing projections for fantasy leagues. You know, I know, fucking Jet. You know what? Since you here, okay, Benny and the Jets, you know what I'm saying? You got Aaron Rodgers, okay? I hope you have a clear understanding of all the bullshit that comes with that.
Oh yeah, last year was one of his worst years in a while. Like as far as he threw 12 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
I was peeping his yards. They dropping tremendously. I don't know if it's just ready to go, but
Right. I'm
they
not just.
said Aaron Rodgers deserved a mentor, Zach Wilson.
That's
You know what I'm
not good.
saying? So yeah, that's what I said. So
That's not good. That's not good. So Aaron Rodgers is gonna be the bum whisperer.
he went on to do Kansas City.
Bro, I swear, you motherfuckers are just killing me. Just real NFL. Just all right. I got to order this Bills jersey, man. 'Cause see, this is another thing the NFL kills me. It's year round because you got the season and then you got the postseason. All right, and then when the postseason's over with, you know, so you might get to breathe a little bit, and then next thing you know, you got the draft in April. All right, and then you got rookie and OTAs first week of June. All right, you know, rookies actually got a report like a week, two after that. You know, veterans, 2-3 weeks later. So by what the week after, so what going into like 4th of July week or something like that, everyone's in camp now. Like it's camp.
No, it's probably around there. I think it's late July, middle of July.
Yeah, like the 10th, 12th, some shit like that. Okay,
Yeah.
so you got camp. Okay. Then you got preseason, and then the season starts. So when you talk about the NFL, it's year round. Okay, it's year round. Like there, no other sport does it like that year round. All right. I mean, not even baseball. I mean, baseball season's over with. You might have like, you know, the owners in their bullshit winter meeting, and then you don't hear shit about baseball till spring training.
right.
Same with the NBA. You know, finals is over with in June. Okay. You literally don't hear shit about the NBA. You're going into training camps. You're talking like, oh, wait, 3-4 weeks into football season. So you got the actual football season and then year-round coverage the NFL. I'm telling y'all, man, NFL, man, it's infectious. That's why y'all start doing shit like wearing y'all jerseys in May and shit. They got y'all locked in, bro. Real, look at it. And you know what? You see, this is twice a year. You gonna have this chat since we in the same division, bro. Okay, twice a year
And
we gonna have to have this
don't we
chat.
play y'all the first game of the season?
Yeah, you bitch. You like because it's us, Dallas, New England, Kansas City. That's y'all first.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be 2-2.
We might not do a show the week we play Kansas City. I'm not gonna attempt that show.
I don't run like that. Don't do it.
Cause he already know what's gonna happen. Baby, go get show up.
Baby, go. Anyway, y'all, look. Between NBA, KD being able to chime in and get some things off his chest as far as cars, baseball, Dan McDonald's issues going on there. And you and the fake fandom, I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love that shit, bro. I'm glad you can bring it in and just kind of you know what I'm saying, kind of pull like a rabbit out of a hat, you know, and just run with it, man. You know, and wrapping it up when you're talking about Earl Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, excitement for this fight. It's gonna be a mega enormous fight, man. Cannot wait for it. One way or the other, I'm getting a piece of that action, you know, and I definitely got a couple of dollars tucked away. I'm gonna lay something on this fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what yet, and I don't know on who. I'm laying something on this fight, though. You know what I'm saying? I am going to get a piece of that action one way or the other. All right. So in the meantime, in between time, you know what I'm saying? My shout out to my riding partners. You know what I'm saying? Double A, aka Big Body, repping that De Niro boys. Get it? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And the real KD. Let them know what you're standing on, bruh.
Man, standing on 2 stacks and 4 flats in the motherfucking building.
Man, that is what's really good. Last but not least, is your friendly neighborhood HNIC. All right, it's your man Chris, aka Apocalypse. Once again, the homies totally going out of bounds. All right, definitely gonna be posting this live later on the YouTube channel for the replays. All right, hit that subscription button, hit that subscribe button, like, chime in, troll, hate. We don't care. Either way it goes, you know what I'm saying? We just trying to do our thing, get a little sports chatter going. A lot of stories are going to be happening another crazy week. Hopefully we get another show jumping off next week. Meantime, between time, fellas, once again, I appreciate y'all riding with me. I battle y'all presence, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Yo, KD, are we out? All right.
Yeah.
All right, yo, one.
One.